But she is a physician. She is a client of mine who did a content day. We've also done some partnerships together. I'm going to be editing her reel for us today. And my thought here is that I'm going to use this trending sound, or not a trending sound, but a nice sound, and do a bit of a what's this thing called, a day like going to Atlanta, if you will. I actually have some of my own videos that I've recorded when I was in Atlanta doing this content day. So I'm going to mesh together the videos that I created, which is like B-roll kind of content that I created outside, I created when I was there in ATL, and then mix that together with some of the content that we recorded together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me just find the video. Let's use this one. I just pulled together all of her clips. And so if we're doing this from scratch, we're going to go to videos, click on new, and we're going to go through and we're going to find all of her videos and pull those all together. So give me 1 second. Let me scroll through. I'm going to actually stop sharing so that I'm not. Okay, don't act like I'm the only person that be making like just crazy little sounds when they're looking for something through their phone. But anyway, so I finally found it. I found it. Na, 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 na. Okay, so here we are, and I have some of the B-roll videos from, is that Atlanta? No, that's New York. Okay, hold on, get to Atlanta. There we go. There's Atlanta. So I'm going to take some of the B-roll that I have. Obviously, nothing with meat in it, but just some of the B-roll that I have. Okay. Now, it takes all of those videos and pulls them all into this category. Now, the reason why I do it this way is because then I can go out. I can go here. I can go to drafts. And then I have this video that's 13 minutes, 40 seconds long. I'm going to take that. I'm going to copy it. So now I can make duplicates of that same file inside of here. So I have the first one that I'm going to work with. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with like this picture of Atlanta. So this actual image that I got here, it's an image of Atlanta, was in the restroom at the Atlanta airport. I don't want to know that was really in the bathroom. I mean, the people that live there probably know, but I don't want that to show up in our reel. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little picture here. I'm going to use that whole thing up until we get about right there. And we're going to edit that out. Split, cut, gone, out of there, right? So the currency exchange, all that stuff, me walking through the airport, we can use a little bit of that. We're going to take a little bit of that. And then this part right here, I want my little stinking feet and my little socks. We do want this welcome to Atlanta part though. So we're going to take this little welcome to Atlanta part. I'm going to edit that, and boom, that's out of there. Now the rest of this, I'm not going to use too much of. This one we can definitely use in a separate video, but I'm not going to use that here. So I'm going to delete majority of this until we get to the part where she's getting out the vehicle. Oops, I'm deleting other stuff I didn't want to delete. Hold on. Back. See how I hit that arrow and just deleted it? If you make any mistakes, that's what I love about this app is you can just go back and just click that little arrow and go back and do that. So let's say we have our video, got that part. So we got that 13 minutes down to 4 minutes. Okay, so now we're down to 4 minutes. We got the little intro going into Atlanta. We don't want her working. We want her getting out the car. So we're going to get that. We're going to get the driving. Now, this is not recorded in the same day. I want you guys to understand this. This was not recorded in the same day. And as you can see, this is landscape. It's not the right portrait, so I can't use this actual footage. I'll have to use different footage. But you can take different days and mesh them together and make them look like one video. It doesn't have to be separate days. I mean, it doesn't have to be all in one day. You can take separate days of your trip and then just create it to make it into a video that looks amazing. I'm going to show you guys how in just a second. But so we could use those two together because they're both landscape. I'm not going to do that here though. For this one, we want the other way around. So this is her getting out the car. So I had to have her get out the car twice, as you can see. Because the first time she got out the car, she kind of got out. So this is what she was working, right? So we're going to take out that part. But look how she got out the car the first time. Yeah, this is how she got out the first time. It was like, scoot, scoot. Like, it wasn't graceful. So I had to have her get back in the car. Like, girl, get back in the car. Let's try it again. So I had the driver come around. Like, okay, I need you to come around. And then I need you to open the door for her. And then let's have you get out gracefully. Now, that was her graceful. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm an old lady. I get, like, when I get out the car, too, I'm like, So I don't do graceful either. But she did much better the second time around. And then we used that footage, right? So although I still have this footage, I could possibly use it for something. Like I can use this first part of her, but I cannot use the rest of that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that. I'm going to cut it. So we have the driver going up. He opens the door. I told him how to open the door for the video. Because a lot of drivers, for some reason, when they open the door, they just like, I'm like, I want you to come this way, go this way, pull the door this way, and then have her come out. Okay, because I needed to get the angle right so that I can capture it. I'm doing all this for my phone, people. I'm not a videographer. When we hire videographers, they do a majority of this stuff. But for content days, I'm just going around grabbing as many pieces of content and footage that I can grab. Difference between me and a videographer, okay? We're not thinking about lighting, composition, all of the other things. We're just thinking about getting the shot. That is it. Okay, I am not a videographer. Love y'all videographers out there. Y'all do amazing, amazing work. I hire y'all, bring y'all in to do the high level stuff. This is bare bones minimum. Let's get some content together so we can sell these courses and these digital products and these services. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to throw in a disclaimer. So got him to open the door. He opens the door. And as you can see, this is how, like, we got to close the door. The guy's supposed to let him close the door. Right. So if I would have caught that in a moment, I actually would have told her to redo it and told her to walk out gracefully and allow him to close the door. But I didn't catch it. So it's in there. So I'm not going to take that piece. I'm going to get right where she comes out. I'm going to take that part. Okay. Her hand is going this way. She's closing the door. I'm going to capture this from here. And then we're going to see how this works. Let's see. See, and you can even hear me saying, okay, now walk. So I got to get it where she's like right here. So I'm not going to be able to use this piece. I can't use that part. I got to take that and cut it all the way out. Because she closed the door, it messes up the whole scenery and the way that the video is supposed to flow. So, but that's, hey, look, listen, when you're a person that you used to doing it yourself and you used to taking on everything and doing it, this is what we do. We just automatically, the brain just goes, I'm getting out the car, so let me close the door behind me, you know. Black woman. Okay, so now here's the entrance, and this is where the video is going to end. It's going to seem as though, oh yeah, we came off the plane, we got the scenery, or no, we're going through the airport, we got this little, we're in Atlanta. I would probably do like a welcome to Atlanta song or something about Atlanta or something that's just, I don't know, even just a nice sounding song that can go along with this. So now she's coming through the door. And that's not her, that's me. So now I need to get the one where she's coming through the door. I want her. This is her husband. He's so funny. He's really cool. There she is. So we're going to take that out. I'm going to take that out. Glad you're there, hubby, but this is about your wife. So we're going to take this. And now, so now we can take this and we can clip it. We can get her coming in the door. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take her coming out. I'm going to grab it right before she puts her hand up, like right about there. Clip that, or actually just take it and move it in. I'm going to take it and move it in. Okay, so she's, I want a little bit more. She's coming out. And then we got to move this to where she's walking in. So clip it out. So she was moving way too slow. And I don't know if you guys can hear me, I'm screaming faster, faster, you're going too slow. When you walk into doors that swing around like that, you cannot walk in like, you have to stand up straight. Now, I don't stand up straight now. I got bad posture like anybody. As y'all can see me sitting in the chair, I got bad posture. But you have to sit up straight. You have to hold yourself. And then you walk through like you own the place. It comes through in the video. It comes through in the video. So when you're walking through the door, you look and you keep going. You know, just no. Walk through like you own the place. Like they just renting it, but you own it. Any place you go. Okay. So I had to have her do that over. So now she's going to do it over. And as you can see, she took off the sweater, and it may have been the sweater. I mean, it was cold. So all of those different things come into play. If you don't get it right the first time, I'm going to have you go back, do it a second, a third, and a fourth until we get the look and the feel that we're looking for so that it translates into the video. So let's say we got this one. Now she walked in here, right? Wasn't fast enough. Like she's going faster, faster, because that's what I'm telling her. So now we got this part. There we go. That was a little bit better. Now, I would have had her definitely strut, but I felt like, hey, you know what? At this point, we were going to a separate event, so I was really trying to just capture content really fast. This works perfectly. And actually, what I can do now is I can take this and I'm going to slow it down, and then you can see. So I'm going to speed that. I'm going to take this and slow it down. There we go. And now she looks a lot more graceful, and it looks a little bit better there. So, got her coming out the car. And there we go. I'm going to take it through here. And she's good. We're good there. Reel is done. All right, so here's the complete reel. We started off here. Now I got to take this and take this volume off of each of these. Make sure you turn the volume off on each of your videos, or you're gonna be sounding crazy. Just saying, it will sound crazy. So go all the way back. We got this. We got that view. Okay, it cuts out. We're now walking through the airport. That cuts out. We're now going up the stairs. That goes out. We're now going into the car with the driver. That comes out. We're now walking into the building. Okay. Now, usually before I do any of these edits, I have music already in mind that I'm going for. So I know the vibe that I'm looking for. For this one, it's done backwards. This one, I actually have to go find a song that will fit the vibe of the music and then put the song to the music. So what I'm going to do is I go to the place where everybody goes to steal sound and music. It's TikTok. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to look for travel. Okay. And you know what? Let's actually do Atlanta. Atlanta. And that's going to pull up a lot of craziness, but we're going to do Atlanta travel. How about that? There we go. Hey there, editing Jessica here. So I realized as I was editing this video, or as my editor was editing this video, that there's a certain part at the end where it actually stops. But I hope you enjoyed this editing, or the behind the scenes of me editing a reel. I hope you were able to take away some things from it. I hope you will try Inshot and start to use Inshot to edit a lot of your reels. We'll have more content coming out to you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave me a comment down below and let me know your favorite part of the editing process. And I also want to hear from you, right? Go ahead and shoot me a message over on Instagram. Make sure you follow us over there and connect with me on TikTok, because I create a lot of valuable content on TikTok and I communicate with you there as well. Send us over a Buy Me Coffee. If any of this resonated with you, if you got value from any of this, go ahead, buy me coffee. The link is down in the description, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.